it's Michelle from the Scattered Scrapper. Welcome to my channel. Today is day 5 of Thankful and Blessed, and today I am using this layout that I found on Scrapaholics Anonymous Facebook group by Lisa Murphy Watson, and I just absolutely love her layout. And I've actually used it several times for different layouts, and I just love it. It's one of my favorite. It has become really like a go-to design. I have my picture printed out. It's a family photo, so I have family members who maybe may not want to be on YouTube, so I'm not going to show the picture, but I have some die cuts picked out, my papers picked out, some other little things picked out, so let's get started. For my background, I'm going to use that yellow paper for the main part, and then I'm using this one as my little topper. And I've got about 4 inches cut here, and I decided to use the bottom of the paper because I liked how the icons or the mushrooms and the twigs and stuff was laid out better than at the top. I especially like those 3 little mushrooms there right in the middle. I just think they're so cute. And I really like I like their color. The blue in this collection is just such a pretty blue. So now I know I'm going to put my photo in the middle here, and I just need to build up some clusters around the top corners and then along the edge of where these 2 papers meet. And I like to follow the layout that I am scrap lifting from very closely. This is just one of my favorite ways of scrapbooking a single 4x6 landscape photo, because it puts a focus on the photo and it lets you use lots and lots of embellishments. So if you are a heavy embellisher, this is a great layout to use because the embellishments don't take away from your photo. And I do wish that you could see this layout with the family picture, because it's all of us outside in the fallen leaves, and the colors are so pretty, and it just ended up being a really great family photo. But yeah, I don't want to put people on the internet that don't necessarily want to be there. So as it is, you'll just see the photo map. But I'm gonna go ahead and put all of these die cuts and things around where I'm thinking I want to put them. And then I'm going to decide to ink all of the edges. So now I have to take all of it apart and ink around the edges. And I'm using the Distress Oxide in Gathered Twigs. I really like the Gathered Twigs with this, what is it? It's Farm something. I can't remember the name of the collection. Let's see. Do I have it nearby? No, I don't. Farm something Homestead. That's terrible. I love this collection. I can't remember the name of it. Oh, me. But I really love all of these leaves and the different sizes that they come in, and the acorns. The only complaint that I have is that some of them have a white border and some of them don't. And that's just a little aggravating. It's not that big of an issue, but I really would like them to be more uniform. Either all of them have white edges or all of them don't have white edges. But doing the inking around the edges kind of helps bring some uniformity to it. Makes it all look like it belongs. So I'm just going around and inking edges and gluing things down in the places pretty much where I had decided to put them. I think I've said this several times, but I do wish I was a stick and plonker. But in this case, I'm kind of glad I didn't just stick them where they were, because then it would have been a real big pain to pull them back up and ink all of their edges. Now here with this little ticket looking thing and the little tag, I am going to write just a little bit of journaling on there, and I don't think I have pictures of that. I think I did that after I had taken the pictures, but I just wrote on there that I love when we can all get together, and then I wrote our family name on the little blue ticket there. And then my little arrow, it says love this, and I do. I love it when we can all be together. And these little banners are so cute. Their size was perfect for that little spot there. Because in the layout that I'm scrap lifting, her picture is actually a little smaller than mine. I think she probably had a 4x6 and then just cut off some on either side of them and made it a little smaller. But I have mine the whole 4x6, so my sides here that I'm trying to decorate doesn't have as much room. And then I pull out some of these Prima flowers. I just love how their colors match with this collection so much. I'm trying to decide if I want to put them in little clusters of 3 together or spread apart, or if I even want to bother with even like trying to be all symmetrical and everything with it. And what I decide to do is just let it be a little bit more freeform. And so I only have 2 in the upper right. I've got that are spread apart, and then I've got 2 in the upper left corner that I have together. And then I just put 1 with that little bitty cluster on the far left. And then I've got my title down, and that's Family Gathering. And then what I'm going to do is, following the layout, try to find some things to put around my title. Now in her layout, she was using butterflies, and it was so cute how she had them kind of attached in the middle and their wings lifted up. But I'm not going to get that dimension with my leaves. I'm just using some stickers and putting those down. But I do get some dimension with using some more of the Prima flowers. And I really like the texture of these. And that they look a little fluffy. And I put these down here trying to make like a shelf for the mushrooms to sit on, but I didn't really like that. So I took that away and picked out the 2 that I liked the best against this yellow background. And now I'm going to add another leaf there. So I've got the flowers and the leaves. And let's see. Yeah, I switched out the color there. So I have all 3 of the colors of the flowers represented down at the bottom, even though they're not all close together. I'm going to go ahead and glue all of these down. And yep. And then I'm going to look through my puffy stickers to see if there are any of those. And what I decided to do is use the little puffy acorns. So I just kind of sprinkle them around. Just kind of randomly, not really trying to be too particular about it. And I was thinking, what else could I use? But I decided, that's good. And then I don't even use the enamel dots. But I do have a tag with a tag hole, so I'm going to make a little tiny bow. and glue that down. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is, of course, the Stress Mica stains, because I've got to get my splatters on there. But first I have got to get this little bow figured out. But I finally get that done. And just, at first I thought I would have it horizontal, but because the tag is on its side, I'm like, it's gonna look better with the bow being vertical. So I go ahead and turn it that way. And I'm gonna stick down my mushrooms there. And here comes the splatter box and the splatters. And I'm just going to sprinkle this all around. Excuse me. And that is going to do it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope that if you are celebrating, that you have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.